Hey everyone, how's it going? This is Justin with Parallel Finance, and today we're doing a quick Polkadot and Kusama news update and roundup to update what's going on in the parachains, crowd loans, or just in the networks in general. And for this week's update, we have an update for the Kusama network, and that is Statemine. Statemine just got passed as an upgrade proposal to allow for new minting of tokens, NFTs, stablecoins, and other assets to live on the Kusama network. This is amazing because now we are able to start to integrate more use cases and even see new tokens come alive on the Kusama network, independent of the parachains. These tokens can now live on these other chains as well. Obviously, Akala was the first one that launched, so we'll start seeing some projects live on these other parachain projects. And so Statemine was actually passed as the first public parachain through the public referendum. That means it's a public use that can be used for the chain for common good. The Polkadot version is called Statement. Obviously, again, there's two different versions, the Polkadot and the Kusama version. The Kusama version is called Statemine, and it just launched a brand new phase and upgrade for Kusama. Now, if you take a look at the features here, what this means, though, is that it only takes one KSM to deploy a new asset class. So if you want to create an NFT, if you want to bring USDT, USDC, or even create your own token. I saw there was one called Chaos DAO. I think there's a brand new DAO that's coming online as well, too. But I think we saw 50 plus other assets that started to register, and there'll be more daily. So what we'll start to see, though, is that these assets will be sufficient for paying transactions fees, which means they'll be paying in KSM. And the default for the token for paying these fees will be in KSM. So it's giving more use cases for Kusama. And we can expect the same exact features to roll over for Polkadot as well. Now, they require the Relay chain's native asset for current operations, which could add to user friction, but they will push a new update that allow for Statemine to be used without any KSM. I think what's also too that's going to be interesting is that they're adding the cross-chain interface, because currently remember that Polkadot and Kusama is all connected, kind of like an internet of blockchains with all the different 100 plus parachains all connected by a single chain, which is the Relay chain, layer 0, and that's the home base. And so currently right now, for an asset to transfer and move between each, there needs to be that cross-chain interaction. And then later on too, when Kusama and Polkadot want to interact with each other, that's kind of two layer zeros talking to each other. There needs to be a full bridge that connects both Kusama and Polkadot together. But that's like the big vision goal for Polkadot and Kusama that will be coming up as well. In the future, though, I think what was hinted that the Polkadot 2.0 in the far future is that there are limitations of 100 parachains, but if the world needs more than 100 parachains, that's why Kusama exists. There's another 100 parachains living on Kusama. But if they want to go and extend beyond that, there could be another layer 0, like another Polkadot copy, and then that can be bridged into the original Polkadot. You call it Polkadot Classic, Polkadot 1.0, and still connect to Kusama as well, too. So you can imagine that there's an infinite amount of Polkadots that all can bridge to each other and talk to each other, and each have its own 100 parachains as well, too. So it's kind of just a continued exponential expansion that we'll see a little bit later that has not quite happened yet. Now, this is really exciting. What does this mean overall that Statemine is first launched? This is the successful launch of first 6 parachains. And if Statemine kind of clears and fully launched, we can expect the further updates, especially after they take the data from the first slot 1 to 5 parachain auction and begin initiating the next phase, which is auctions 6 through 10 and the ongoing parachain auctions that will just continue to roll out afterwards as well. This adds also another layer of more use cases by bringing more DeFi, NFTs, stablecoins, farmings, LP, you name it. Now we're just having more different utility tokens come into play for the Kusama network. We're personally excited here on the Parallel side because we can't wait to see what other tokens come alive. and in the future be able to be lent against, generate interest, or even loan other assets on the Kusama network, Polkadot network, and beyond, especially when we start building and taking a look at the multi-chain functions, being able to tap into liquidity or bridging liquidity across different chains as well too. So that's it for the recap for Polkadot and the Kusama ecosystem. We'll continue to do recaps to keep you up to date what's going on in the space and breaking it down to give you the most informed updates on what's going on in the ecosystem. Feel free to reach out. Again, join our community as well. And we'll see you at parallel.fi.